Words don't come easily for Angelique Estes.
And you're bedridden.
Yeah.
But she wants to talk about what happened to her here, inside an unlicensed boarding home in Arlington.
Tell me about the water that they poured over you.
I just started having fun, putting oil on my face. I couldn't breathe.
What do you think they were trying to do? Torture?
Yeah.
Police showed up to this house in December after they got a 911 call.
What'd you tell the cops when they got there?
Just I guess I will.
Court records say Estes went multiple days without her diaper being changed and was left to sit in her own feces.
Can't believe how bad. How bad things work.
It was very disturbing to see some of the conditions that these individuals were exposed to.
Police say this woman, Regla Becerra, who goes by Sue, operated that boarding home and several others in Tarrant County. Becerra was arrested on an endangerment charge accused of abusing Estes. She declined requests for an interview. Becerra's unlicensed boarding homes in Mansfield, Arlington, and Grand Prairie are now at the center of a police investigation into as many as 20 deaths. And there are questions about how Becerra and her family came to own property belonging to dead clients.
These are the perfect victims.
This is one step above being unhoused, one step above being under the highway bridge.
State law mostly allows boarding homes to operate without oversight. Fort Worth and Dallas do regulate boarding homes. Arlington, Grand Prairie, and Mansfield, the cities where Becerra operated her homes, do not.
This is a big business, especially in Texas.
Sue was about the money.
Victor Lister used to work for Becerra.
Anybody that she could gain something from, she'd do everything in her power to disconnect them from their family and their friends so they couldn't have no contact.
Family members of clients told police and WFAA they believe Becerra drugged their loved ones.
They put a liquid down my throat. It was minty tasting. So I'm pretty sure they were drugging me.
Well, that's that stuff that Sue kept in the trunk of her car.
Lister says Becerra would keep clients' medications and give them to other clients.
Dead man's pharmacy, what I called it, because those were medications from the people that died. She'd collect them.
Recall that when police found Estes, she was living in this Arlington boarding home. But before it was a boarding home, it used to belong to another of Becerra's clients, Karen Walker.
She had type 2 diabetes that ended up kind of out of control.
Karen Walker was a registered nurse and grew up in Arlington. She inherited the home from her parents. When she got sick, her cousin says Karen turned to Becerra for help. But Regla Becerra didn't leave Karen in her own home. She moved her here to Mansfield to one of her boarding homes.
When Karen was at this home, she didn't have a private phone. So I had to call Regla's phone, and then she would obviously be privy to the conversation because she had it on speaker.
Her cousin says Karen often sounded disoriented.
She told me, I gotta get out of here, they're trying to kill me.
Soon after, in October 2022, she died. An autopsy found she died of cardiovascular disease. But 19 days before her death, Karen Walker supposedly wrote this one-paragraph will. I leave my entire estate to my friend, Sue Regla Becerra.
It just sounded unreal.
I thought it was fake from the beginning.
Court records show Becerra inherited an estate worth $331,000. What do you think about that?
We're all upset about it, that's for sure.
It included Karen Walker's Arlington home, money and car. We found it sitting here in front of one of the other Arlington homes. Because the will wasn't witnessed, two people had to swear it was Karen Walker's handwriting. Becerra was one of those two people. The other was Tiffany Brown. She also operates boarding homes. She swore under oath that she was well acquainted with Karen Walker's handwriting, and it's her signature on the will. Grand Prairie police arrested her in March on allegations that she abused two people in her care. One was found covered in feces. Another developed bed sores to the point where a bone in her back was exposed and needed surgery. Karen's cousin says he's never heard of Tiffany Brown.
And if she can do that, she can lie.
Brown declined to comment through her attorney. But this isn't the only will involving a client of Becerra. Kathy Lavelle Shiflett died in August 2023. Her will, dated 3 months earlier, awards her home in Irving and any money in her bank accounts to Becerra's mother, Mariana Garcia.
Mariana?
Hey, we found her living here, in one of her daughter's former boarding homes.
¿Conoces una mujer se llama Kathy Shiflett?
There's a will that lists her as owning a house?
¿Sabes algo de eso?
We spoke to Mariana twice over 2 days.
Hola, Mariana.
We showed her court documents that said she testified in a December hearing about the will.
Eso dice que estabas testificando sobre Kathy Shiflett.
Ajá, for el testamento de Kathy. Kathy is my friend for a long time.
But yesterday you told us you didn't know about the house and didn't know about Kathy Shiflett.
You're not talking me for Kathy.
Okay, so did you recall that in this, you received a house and property?
I don't need this house. I needed more money.
But this said that you recibiste money?
No.
No dinero?
No, nothing.
Mariana ended the interview once she saw our photographer.
Sorry.
Okay.
Regla Becerra remains in jail on the endangerment charge. She's not currently charged in connection with any of the 20 deaths that police are investigating. But Arlington police told us that they anticipate seeking more charges against Becerra and possibly others. In Arlington, I'm Tanya Iser.